A few weeks ago, we put a call out looking for things that you're curious to learn about in your golf game. Taking your range game to the course, looking for consistency, looking for distance. Got hundreds and hundreds of responses. So we've done a little series of videos here. Welcome to Random Golf Club Films Instruction Series. I'm here with Dana Dahlquist. You're a very good golfer. You've worked with some of the world's best golfers. Thank you for listening and watching at the same time. All right, folks, welcome to the Random Golf Club Films Instruction Series. This is Dana.
Hey guys.
Dana Dahlquist, PGA Tour coach. Your home course.
Yep, Eldorado.
Eldorado Park Golf Course. This is Muni Madness right here.
It is, yeah.
But today, what do people want to know about the driver? This may be the most Googled thing ever on earth. How to fix your slice.
Yeah.
True fact. I've wanted to make a how to fix your slice video. I mean, for so long. This is so exciting for me. How do we fix this slice?
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
No, face to path. Done.
FTP. Would you ever just tell someone, just play the slice, bro? Ooh.
No, because that's not a cut. It's a slice.
Yeah. Calls his slice a cut.
Yeah.
Call it a cut. That's one thing.
You could call it that.
Change the name of it.
But no.
No, it's a slice and you need to fix it. The funniest part from with the very little that I know about fixing a slice is the more you try to fix it, the worse it gets.
For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bad relationship, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the videotape. We'll see you guys over there. So here we have 3 players, Lauren, Omar, and AJ, who all play a cut, maybe a slice?
Yeah.
And we're gonna work on their particular swing habits and what we can talk about today to fix your slice.
They all kind of do the same thing. Now, typically, and I see this a lot, if we take Omar here at impact, he looks really open.
Okay.
And so people would say, oh, well, he's too open, he's spun out. And I'm just gonna tell everybody at home, that's not what's happening, okay? Because most players that are high-level players are actually open. They're doing exactly what he's doing.
They want to be open, but they're closed relative to the club path.
Correct. What we're seeing with each one of these players, so we'll go to the top of the swing here with Omar, and the top of the swing here with Lauren, is one thing that's kind of unique is they all relatively have pretty good backswings, right? They all turn. One thing that's kind of interesting is they all lack a little bit of depth where their hands are. So their hands are not as deep. They're a little bit more in front of them. So I want them to create a little more depth.
Right.
Okay? So all these players. Now what's interesting is as they turn, they're very active in their arms coming out. So there's a lot of arms kind of going out this way.
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple strategies to kind of understand is that we're trying to get the hand path not to shift out. We want your hands to stay kind of back. So as they already rotate really well, just feel like your arms are staying back behind you. So that'd be the first thing.
This is so interesting because this is usually the opposite of what you're telling me, but I hit a draw.
Yeah.
Or exactly. I try to at least.
Exactly. So this would be kind of the first thing is that it's kind of a sequence. So if you go to the top of your swing and you start to rotate, your arms kind of stay back behind you, and that would be like an athletic thing to do. Now, none of these players have a club face issue. Okay, none of them at all.
Interesting.
None of them. You can see as they come down, that club face is actually left of the target right there. So they're hitting kind of a pull.
Yeah.
Because the face is closed, and they're cutting across it. So they're hitting basically a straight to slight pull slice. Without getting into the technical side, I think a really good way of kind of explaining this is kind of having a sense that you're hitting maybe a topspin forehand in tennis.
Okay.
So when you're up here and you're rotating your body, your hands are back, and the racket's working from behind you and underneath you. Yeah, exactly. And if that basic motion will get your club path to the right.
Yeah, you need to come up and inside that ball.
Right. But not stay closed.
Yeah.
Because most people are told, these people already rotate their body real well.
Yeah, they've all got a good rotation.
None of them are staying like this, right? So you want your body to rotate, but swing kind of to the right.
The hardest thing, because I had a slice, the hardest thing about having a slice and being alone on the planet is that, no, I'm serious, you go to the driving range and you're like, okay, Dana and Eric told me this. Yeah. And you go do it and it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
But there's no one there like Dana to say, keep going, that's okay, you're good. And then all of a sudden you start to see it straighten out a little bit, because for a slicer, the scariest thing you could ever do is aim right.
Sure, that is a strategy, because you move the swing direction to the right artificially. Yeah. So you can do that.
All right, folks, we're gonna dice up those slices in the test kitchen. So dubbed merely hours ago. So Dana wants to basically explain to you what face to path actually is.
Yeah.
And I will be your crash test dummy.
Beautiful. So yeah, face to path, it's really where your club face is relative to the direction you swing the club. You had an open club face at impact, the ball would start to the right if you're a right-handed player. If your face was closed at impact, it would start left. So we want to hit kind of a, let's say a push draw. So your face at address is aimed maybe a little right of the target.
A little open.
Yep. Now, go ahead and do your swing, but come down to here. I'm going to show everybody here at home. So as he's coming down, we're getting the club coming from the inside, and that's kind of back in here, okay? And his left wrist is in flexion or boat, okay? So that's that archy.
As opposed to this.
Yeah, that would be open, this is closed. So already his club face is closed to this path that he's going to the right with, okay? So if you did that kind of in a one motion, but slow, what would that look like? Exactly, so that goes from the inside, okay? Want to chip one out there like that? Pretty straight ball, a little on the heel.
Yeah.
Do another one. Look at you. That was pretty.
Good.
Nice launch too. So to hit a draw, okay, it's real important that we understand face to path, right?
Right.
Got that part. The other part is getting enough depth in your backswing with your hands. So if my hands are not going around me, getting back behind me with my turn, it's hard for you to swing from a shallower position.
You want deep there, you don't want it here.
Yeah. If you're a slicer, alignment does help if you do aim right. Okay, that gives you kind of like a hedge. You're building in a rightward path. But if your backswing isn't correct and you don't have enough depth, it's hard for you to swing, you know, more to the right, essentially. The more it's in front of me, the club stays in front of me, the more across the ball I'm going to go.
Yeah.
And then lastly is when you do turn, is getting that club head to fall underneath you with the face more closed, kind of like that flexion.
And here's the thing, I think, you know, if you're watching this and you're feeling confused, feeling alone, feeling scared, we're all there with you. And I think really one of the main things to remember that a lot of people don't remind you is that there's a reason why this is the most Googled thing about golf. There's a reason why beneath this video or above this video, there's 200 others called some version of how to fix your slice. So be patient and remember that there will be a time where you will get it. It may not be the range session immediately following your first time watching this video. Who knows what it will be, but it will definitely be after you actually realize that you have to hit the inside of the ball with a relatively close club face compared to your face angle, your path to the ball. You know, you're a very good golfer. You've worked with some of the world's best golfers. Okay. I am a mediocre golfer who's worked with some of the world's worst golfers. People who've never played golf before, I'm teaching them how to get out of the bunker. I think the main thing to remember though is that it will happen eventually and it's not gonna be that first one. And given that this is such a popular topic, just give yourself a break. Don't get frustrated when you go out there and you're like, I can't fix my slice. Be like, well, guess what? You're in the majority. And might as well enjoy the session at the range while you're trying to fix it and not consider quitting this wonderful game. And honestly, you know, someone told me the other day they'd never seen a Hitchcock film. I've thought, wow, how lucky you are you've never seen it. In the same way, if you've never hit a draw, how lucky you are when you do, it's gonna be amazing. That's it for us. Beautiful, beautiful. It's hot.
Somebody hasn't watched Hitchcock before?
Yeah.
It's amazing.